success in both cup competitions. Your commentator at the county ground is John Motson.
This is Swindon's 41st competitive match of the season, and they field the side that's made them so successful recently in League and Cup. Their manager, Bob Smith, recently named the Bells Manager of the Month for the third division, makes the point that league points are a priority, despite the fact that the second leg of the Football League Cup semi-final at Wolverhampton is just 3 days away. His goal-scoring partnership up front is now very well known. Andy Rowland, the number 9, has 21 goals to his credit so far, and at number 10, his partner, Alan Mays, with 24 goals this season in all competitions, is the leading scorer in the country. Sheffield Wednesday are unchanged. They come with the side which beat Bury 5-1 last Tuesday night, Wednesday's best win of the season. Their top scorer is winger Terry Curran with 15 goals, but at number 4 in defence they have their second highest scorer, Mark Smith, still a month short of his 20th birthday, and he's scored 10 goals this season, all from penalties, and has in his sights the penalty record set 8 years ago by Francis Lee, who scored 15 goals from the spot in League and Cup in one season. The referee this afternoon is Mike Bidmead from Chessington in Surrey. This match is full of promise. Swindon in the red shirts and white shorts to kick off have been beaten at home only once this season. That was on Boxing Day, and Sheffield Wednesday in their blue and white stripes have a fine away record, only 2 defeats in the third division away from home. That's Miller for Swindon, looking for Rowland. Mark Smith the defender, Jeff Johnson away. Wednesday playing with McCulloch, challenging their number 10, well forward, supported by Curran. There's Andy McCulloch. Mellor with the throw for Sheffield Wednesday. Here's Curran. Taylor. Sheffield Wednesday have got several hundred supporters over on the far side of the ground, closely packed, lending atmosphere to this important match. That was Curran. So the early flurry by Swindon from the corners, repelled by Sheffield Wednesday, have shown themselves to be very useful on the break so far. Here's Mellor. McHale. Oh, got caught though, 2 against 1. Johnson for Sheffield Wednesday. Good effort. Oh, and Jeff Johnson has put Sheffield Wednesday in front with a fine shot. Well, that's a midfield player really making the most of an opportunity. Having collected the ball when McHale got caught, he went forward and tried that low shot, which beat Jimmy Allen down by his right-hand side. 15 minutes gone, and Sheffield Wednesday take the lead, and that's Jeff Johnson's first goal of the season. Foul given against Pickering. McHale took it. There's 5 Swindon players waiting in a line here. Tucker is still well forward. Kamara picked his way through rather nicely. This is Curran again, though, and again Sheffield Wednesday on the break look dangerous. McCulloch this is. Waiting for support from the middle of the field now. Curran again. Hornsby takes the throw. McCulloch. Oh, here's Hornsby again. That was a good effort by Brian Hornsby. Former Arsenal player who shone in that cup marathon between Sheffield Wednesday and his old club last season. Very talented. Mays. Good pace. Kamara just behind him if he needs him. He's gone outside him now. Still Mays. Rowland. Here's Mays. Oh, got a deflection off a defender, I think. Might have been Pickering. It certainly hit a Sheffield Wednesday player. Good 1-2 between Mays and Rowland. Well worked. Corner to Swindon. Well, they've been tangled up so many times, Tucker and Boulder. This time there's a little bit of anger on the face of Tucker as he dislodged himself from the goalkeeper's grip. Here's Mellor. McHale. Swindon have got players to his right. This is Lewis. Giving it away to Mellor. This is Curran for Sheffield Wednesday. Past Carter. Taylor to his right in a very, very good position. This is Taylor. And the shot off target. But it typified the way Sheffield Wednesday have played in the first half. They've punished Swindon for their lax defensive play at times. And they've created openings with 2 and sometimes 3 men up front on the break. Johnson. McHale. Miller back to Lewis. Rowland is up. Oh, here's Mays! Well, for a man who's scored 24 goals this season, he wouldn't have been too pleased with his finishing there. The shot was virtually straight at the goalkeeper. Had to be taken fairly quickly, I suppose, but he was in some space. Knocked down to him by Rowland, and Mays swung his left foot, and Boulder was in just the right place. And that action came at the end of the first half, and what could have been a Swindon equaliser passes, and Sheffield Wednesday still lead with that 15th minute goal by Jeff Johnson, which fittingly was their 50th of the season, Sheffield Wednesday, in the league. The blue and white stripes of Sheffield Wednesday symbolise a club of great tradition, but their championships and FA Cups were won before the war, and they dropped into the 3rd division for the first time in 1975. And indeed, Sheffield United there also this season. And that means that for a football city, Sheffield badly needs a lift. So, they'll be hoping to hold on to this lead and keep up their promotion hopes. Free kick to Swindon to be taken by Carter. Appeals for handball against Mellor. It was on the referee's blind side, but the linesman's flag stayed down. Kamara. The Sheffield Wednesday fans are in fact congregated on that far side of the ground, just where the throw-in's being taken, in the background there, and there are many of them too. Lewis well forward. Pickering stretching. Stroud retrieving. Carter following up. Miller's got Mays outside him. There's McCulloch. Tucker wins it. Miller. Challenge was a bit high by Grant. Free kick's been given. Carter's up there. McHale's in there. Williams is there. So is Mays. Kamara's coming in. It's too high for him. But was there a push? Penalty. Grant and Kamara. Penalty to Swindon out of nothing. The ball appeared to be going too high for Kamara, but the referee decided there was an infringement, and a penalty it is to Swindon. So Ray McHale has the chance to put his side level. And takes it conclusively. And McHale will be particularly pleased about that, because he was the man, in a sense, who gave away the first goal for Wednesday. He lost the ball, but he's more than made up for it now. McHale scores his 7th goal of the season and makes the score 1-1. 10 minutes into the second half, and Swindon level. Well, this now boiling up into quite a third division battle. Sheffield Wednesday played so competently for so long and then gave away a penalty when really it seemed an almost innocuous cross. Rowland for Swindon, beaten by Kevin Taylor. McCulloch is pulling wide against Tucker. Curran in the centre, support arriving from midfield. Kamara's flick and McHale's clearance. Free kick to Wednesday, foul by Williams on Hornsby. So Sheffield Wednesday now seek to retrieve the lead. McCulloch coming in at the back. And on the break it's Mays. Now he's taken him on for pace, and he's got past Pickering, and Mays is through. And Pickering, no, it's still Mays. Oh, how did he miss it in the end? He doesn't know himself, I don't think. Well, it was a tremendous run by Alan Mays. He got Pickering beaten for pace, but Pickering did just enough to put him off from shooting when he first wanted to. Mays retained possession, got a shooting chance again, but he couldn't hit the target. And I think Sheffield Wednesday are about to make a substitution. And we're going to see David Grant come off. He seems to have hurt his ribs, I think. Certainly holding his, just below his chest anyway. And on comes John Lowy, a striker who was once on Manchester United's books. And we'll just see how Sheffield Wednesday propose to reorganise now. Lowy's not really a left-back, but he's gone there for the time being. Williams, Mays, Kamara, but it was too embroidered really, the build-up, and Sheffield Wednesday first to the ball, and Jimmy Allen coming all the way to see it over the line for a goal kick. There's some Yorkshire grit about the way Sheffield Wednesday play away from home, no doubt about that. They don't stand on ceremony, they're quick into the tackle and the challenge, and they're very determined, as you can see from the faces. Mays is through. Good stop by Boulder. Just underlining how well the goalkeeper has played. His concentration has been first class. Very awkward bounce for the Wednesday defence. Mays was away, and Boulder prevented him from finishing it the way he wanted to. Rowland's in there. So is Blackwell for Wednesday. McHale. And now Mellor tries to put Curran away. Now, has he got the pace against McHale? He has. Can he beat Stroud? Taylor's in the centre. Still Curran all the way himself. Great run, and Taylor! And Wednesday are back in front. And Kevin Taylor has got the goal, his second of the week. He's fallen on the floor in delight. But it was made possible by Terry Curran, who really is having a quite outstanding season. He broke away there on the left. He had to beat McHale. Stroud came across. Taylor was making the run in the centre, and when Curran slipped the ball past Jimmy Allen, all Taylor had to say was thank you very much. And Sheffield Wednesday, with 6 minutes to go, are back in front at 2-1. And their supporters absolutely delighted. This is Mays. They wouldn't let him get the ball across. It was Hornsby in the way, but I think a free kick given. This surely is Swindon's last chance. Lewis and Rowland up together, Kevin Taylor away, and Curran, as the referee blows, fitting that Terry Curran should get the last touch, because it was his run, which Jack Charlton will no doubt say made all the difference to produce the winning goal. Sheffield Wednesday were twice in front. They got pegged back the first time by Ray McHale, a Sheffield lad, believe it or not, who brought the score back to 1-1 for Swindon from the penalty. But then, playing on the break, Sheffield Wednesday got the important goal 6 minutes from time and improved their very impressive away record as well as their promotion chances. For Swindon, a disappointment at home just 3 days before their League Cup semi-final second leg.
And perhaps that semi-final was on their minds today because they didn't seem to have their recent sparkle. But that in no way detracts from Sheffield Wednesday's fine and very valuable win. They defended stubbornly and broke venomously, which John Motson suggested to Jack Charlton was reminiscent of the Middlesbrough team that Jack built.
Well, it is a little bit, but you see, if you've got someone like Terry Curran, I mean, who had a disaster second half, and then suddenly you give him a ball in his own half and he gallops off like a Red Indian, and runs a 3/4 length of field and sticks it in the back of the net, you know, that's the way to play. But, I mean, we don't do it deliberately. I want midfield people to get up and play. That's why I played young Ticket Taylor in the position I did, to get up and support Andy. And in fact, Ticket Taylor knocked the second goal in. And he could have scored a third one just a second later.
Jack, you won the Manager of the Year almost as soon as you got started in management at Middlesbrough, and I remember you saying that it was going to be hard to follow that, and having finished 14th in the third division the last couple of seasons, people probably think you've been out of the limelight a bit. How ambitious are you still?
I'm very ambitious, you know. This is the biggest job in the country I've got. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday, the biggest club outside Wembley, really. And the potential is tremendous, and if I can make it work, we'll be the best in the business again. But I've got to make it work.
Well, let's hope that he does. And it was really a fascinating game today. Bob was watching it closely, and he was most impressed by Bob Boulder, the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeper, only a young keeper, but it was really he, the turning point of that game, that saved them, and from that they went on to build their victory. Also the young centre-half, Mark Smith, a promising youngster too. So Jack's beginning to sort of pull it round in that area. But from the Swindon point of view, I'm very impressed with Alan Mays, although unluckily today it wasn't going to be the day on which he scored. But I reckon they're still going to give some clubs the trouble in that third division. Rest of the news, Bob.
Well, it's been a good day all round for Sheffield, with United also winning 1-0 at home to Mansfield. Grimsby, who lost at Colchester last night, still lead on goal difference, but the pressure is on the top two because the four clubs immediately below them all won today. In the fourth division, Walsall dropped to